What's good? It's your boy Black, and I'm back with another installment of Black Mirrors TV, Occult Signs and Symbols, man. Today we're going to be breaking down King Von. Let's get right into it, man. All right. Now, Davon Daquan Bennett, born August 9th, 1994, died November 6th, 2020. He's been gone for 5 years, man. It's crazy. Known professionally as King Von, was an American rapper and street gangster from Chicago, Illinois, who was affiliated with the Black Disciples gang of Chicago's South Side. He was considered a preeminent figure in the drill genre of music, a subcategory of hip-hop, all right? Now, I want y'all to take a listen at one of the guys who grew up around King Von and see what he has to say. Also, I'm going to be showing the star ring, and then also take a listen to what FBG Butter had to say about him being sacrificed as well, all right? I want y'all to reflect on this because it's going to be playing a huge role.
He get people to sign their life over. Von said he signed in blood. But when people hear that, they just like, oh no, he just probably saying that it's heart, sweat, blood. No. He said his manager made him sign in blood. Who gonna say that if they really ain't signing in blood? Come from the hood. He ain't finna speak something spiritual over something like that. Cause the nigga, all we know is what we see, what we hear. Nigga, he gonna speak exactly what he did. And he said that I signed in blood for this. My manager want me to say, oh, that's a whole phone call with him and Asian Doll. And she started to sound like a person who knew what was going on. She started to sound put off at ease because she signed her name in blood too. All these people know what's going on.
Von said his homie think he killed his cousin. Nigga, Von did kill their cousin. That's why I thought the whole get it back in blood was weird because he goofy her cousin.
Money that everybody thought Von them had, they had some motion though. Don't get it wrong, they had motion going on. But again, they was still robbing motherfuckers for 20, 30,000. Probably so though. They say he got 5 million before he died, and another 24 after he died. Ain't no telling what Von had in the works. I don't know. But what I do know is Von as a sacrifice. Von was gonna be richer than Dirk had he not died.
It was yeah, Von was heating up. He was heating up crazy.
Y'all better pay attention to this. This shit real, bro. Gatekeepers to this shit is real, bro.
Now, I hope y'all took that in because it's very important. Now, I say it's very important because the simple fact that I believe that King Von was sacrificed. I believe he might have sacrificed himself. And the reason why I say that is because he had a lot of bodies under his belt, allegedly, that took place in the streets of Chicago when the gang war was at its peak. You know what I'm saying? And rest in peace to everybody in those situations who lost their life at an early age, man. It's really sad what's going on in Chicago, man. Prayers up for Chicago. It's like a dark cloud is over Chicago, man. And I hope things can change here in the near future. Now, if this is true, what these two guys are saying, it just makes this even wilder. All right, because the simple fact that you got homeboy saying that he signed his name in blood on a contract is pretty freaking crazy. You know what I'm saying? If he's just doing and saying things that he has experience of, is what he was saying, King Von, that's all he knew was to do things and then rap about them or talk about them, then why would he just make that up? Because you got a guy coming from the streets, man, from the hood, don't know nothing about the industry. You know, he's under the wing of Lil Durk, and then he comes out saying that I signed my name in blood, and then he says Asian Doll was acting kind of weird when she was on the phone call with him because she know what's going on and she had to do the same thing. Yo, I've showed this before too, before my channel got suspended. Sauce Walker had an artist who basically did the same thing right on camera, and then Sauce Walker is just like in amazement, and he's just like, oh my gosh, like this is wild, I can't believe he's signing in blood. Like he literally pricked his finger with like one of those diabetic strip things and signed in the blood, man. It was just pretty crazy, you know what I'm saying? But this is what these folks do, man. They be tied into these contracts for life. And if you want to know what's even crazier though about that dude that Sauce Walker had signed that contract of blood, I ain't never seen no music or heard from the dude again after that. So what happened? You see what I'm saying? You just did all that for the gram and then got put up on the shelf They ain't never dropped a music video. No, nothing. Ain't seen the dude in the music video with Sauce Walker in the Entourage. Nothing. So that's what I mean. Folks be giving they all is sacrificing a piece of their soul or giving them they all. You feel me? Just to be done like that. I've seen people die after signing contracts. Like, I always bring this up, T.Woo. And he was a part of the crew with, Pop Smoke and the whole entourage and was really close with Fabio Foreign. He went to LA, signed the contract. The next day, he made it back to New York and got shot in his head and his knee. Died instantly. So that's what I mean, man. Like, you could be signing your name over to something and attaching the dark spirit to you, because that's what their vessels are used for, to conjure up entities and evoke these entities to then take over their being. And then they are consumed. And so whatever energy come your way, it is what it is, because you got to understand the rap game is very demonic, man. They put out this negative music. You know what I'm saying? King Von put out a whole bunch of negative music, and you get back what you put out. It's as simple as that. So if your music is tuned to a positive frequency and you're speaking on positive things, that's all you're going to receive back. But if you're talking about killing and drilling and taking people's lives, what do you think is going to happen to you? Now, what happened on that fatal night with him and Quando Rondo and Lil Tim was very traumatic, man. You know what I'm saying? And I just want people to know, like, once again, if he would not have put his hands on Quando Rondo, he definitely would still be alive today. You know what I'm saying? But he probably would have had to face his time in court, because, like I said, he had a lot of bodies under his belt from what people are saying. You know what I mean? So if you got 7+ bodies, all the feds was going to do was just wait until you got big enough and made enough money, because it was said he got like $5 million before he passed and got like another 24 right after he passed. So who knows what Von had going on. Just like FBG Butter said, he had motion. He was going to become bigger than Dirk, and I believe that too. And you can't outshine the master, man. But at the end of the day, if you're not even on that type of time to where it's like, oh, I care if one of my artists are bigger than me, they can't be bigger than me, then you're going to do what Lil Durk did and let him set himself up for to be unsuccessful and get his life taken. Now, if King Von was thinking like how a lot of dudes think that's in the streets, let's not look over that this is the vow of silence that he is doing, because I'm going to speak on that and break that down a little bit more. Now, if King Von was thinking how a lot of hood dudes was thinking, I mean, this goes all the way back to, Tupac saying that I'm not going to jail. They ain't gonna take me alive. I believe King Von was on the same type of time. So what if he did all that beyond the conspiracy theory stuff put to the side? What if he did that whole situation and lost his life because he wasn't trying to face his justice for the bodies that he took, and say, you know what, I ain't finna go back to jail and do life in jail? Because that's what was gonna happen. King Von was going to do life in jail because all that stuff was going to come back to haunt him. And it was going to be when he was at his peak, just like they did Lil Durk. Waited till after he got his Grammy, Keys to the City, this, that, and the third, doing all this stuff, and then got him. You see what I'm saying? That's how the feds work. They want to take everything from you. They want to wait till you get to the top and then strip you of everything, all right? Now, let's talk about this vow of silence real quick. A vow of silence is a commitment to refrain from speaking for a set period, undertaken for religious, spiritual, personal, or protest reasons. Individuals taking a vow often do so to encourage introspection, to improve listening skills, or as a spiritual discipline to deepen their connection with a higher power or themselves. Preparing for a vow of silence involves deciding on its duration, planning how to communicate through gestures or writing, and informing others of the commitment. Now, these folks take this vow of silence on their first initiation into these secret societies, into these satanic cults, all right? And pretty much if you go against that, there is a harsh penalty of having your tongue ripped out by the root, okay, and you being thrown into the deepest depths of the ocean, all right, when it's at its highest tide, all right. Now, with that being said, okay, We know that he wasn't going to speak out on OTF business. We know that he wasn't going to speak out about the bodies that he, allegedly, took. We know that he wasn't going to speak out about the deep, dark, demonic things too much, right? He was going to keep it solid, right? And people said that King Von was a solid dude, you feel me? Now, if you believe that jail isn't the way that you gonna go out, then why not just sacrifice yourself? Why not just sacrifice yourself for the quote-unquote greater good? You know what I mean? The one-eyed gesture right here is another symbol of that. So he's showing that clearly. Before he got into the rap game, I don't believe he was doing any of these gestures. Holding his dreads over one eye. You see what I'm saying? All this vow of silence stuff, yeah, they could be doing that in the streets because they just telling you they're not going to tell on the street business and they going to stand on the street code and the G code and all that. Yeah, that's cool. I get that. But all this other stuff, the hidden hand, the eye and all that stuff, they learning that when they get into the industry. Somebody is passing down that Egyptian knowledge to them. And like I said before, I believe the Egyptians got their knowledge from the people from Atlantis, because when Atlantis fell or was destroyed or whatever in a cataclysmic event, they spread all over the world. The ones that survived to pass it down to the people who they deemed favorable or worthy. Okay, now this red room is symbolizing the simple fact that he put in the blood sacrifices when he was in the industry. He was doing his ritual practices. He was painting the room red. He was spirit cooking. He was conjuring up demons. He was embodied by a demon. He even had a song called Demon, you feel me? It was hard. It was hard. He was talking about when his homeboy got killed, and it basically turned him into a demon. You know what I'm saying? That's when his heart went cold. And you can also see the one eye playing a role in this too, because half of his eye is in darkness and the other half is in light. Now that you know that these folks are going to be telling half truths and half lies as well, man. We cannot forget that these folks are really good at double speak. They say one thing, but they mean a completely different thing. It's as simple as that. You know what I'm saying? They'll have you looking one way whole time. They got you looking in the wrong direction. You know what I'm saying? From what's really going on out here in the world. Now, I just want to throw this in here. This is just a little gem. Y'all need to subscribe to the World Economic Forum. All right, because them groups right there are the people that you need to be paying attention to, who run the world. And to be honest, those people are just shills, and those people are just controlled puppets too. They ain't running nothing, but they tell you the plans of the people who run this world. All right, so go subscribe to them. They drop videos very early in the morning. I'm talking about, I'm on Mountain Standard Time, so they'll drop a video like at 3 to like 5 in the morning every day, damn near, throughout the week. So go tap in with them, because all of these major events that be happening, the Davos group and all this other crap, y'all got to start tapping into those platforms, because that's what's really important. All these celebrities and all this other crap, yeah, this stuff is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But that is the stuff that really matters, like these smart cities, depopulation, them wanting us to eat bugs, them wanting us to drink sewage water, recycle sewage water, them wanting us to live by this digital ID and all this other crap, and the mark of the beast. And that's the stuff that's really important. This stuff right here is just like the tip of the iceberg, what I'm breaking down. But I got to be careful and tread lightly, you know what I'm saying? We still trying to just like tiptoe, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, that's what's important. You feel me? The trafficking of kids and all this other stuff. You feel me? That's really what's going on. Those are people you need to be looking at. Now, I just want to get that out the way. Now, this was a scene from the song Demon. And you can see he turned into a full-fledged demon here, ladies and gentlemen. He's taking over. And I want to also let y'all know, too, yeah, this is artsy. This is crafty. This is just, whatever. Imagination brought to life. But I'm telling y'all, these folks really be taken over by a dark spirit. These folks are engulfed in darkness, madness, chaos, demonic energy. There is nothing positive about the music business. There is nothing enlightening about the music business. You see what I'm saying? They want you on drugs, dope, pornography, sex, money. What is positive about that? How is that steering you to the narrow path? It's not. It's to get you off of your path. It's to get you off of your square. It's to get you to be damned in eternal fire. And that's where 99.9% of these people go. Whether it's due to a self-inflicted wound or accidental overdose or drowning or falling off a 3-story building or balcony or whatever it is. Falling off of an overpass coincidentally, right? Yeah. It be going down in the industry, man. It's satanic. Now, this is the sign of the penalty, all right? When they have their hands like this on their chin, this means that they broke a rule, they spoke out too much, they revealed too much information in the industry, ladies and gentlemen. So whenever you see them with their hand on their chin like this, that means that they broke one of the vows, okay, which is pretty much the vow of silence. They spoke out too much on something, or they broke a rule, or didn't participate in a ritual that they were supposed to, all right? Now, like I said, when this happens, you will be punished. They will take care of you. And since this happened, and I'm looking at this now in a different light, because he did lose his life, man. And I found it to be very strange that they chose these few pictures to be the very last few pictures of King Von. I believe this is the night that he died. Okay, because when he went outside, yeah, he didn't have this sweater on or the hat or whatever. All he had on was like a white t-shirt. But you can see him right here doing the hidden hand. So he's not showing you, or he's not telling you what's really going on. He's not really fully being honest about the things that he's done in life or the things that go on behind the scenes. He's not being truthful at all. You know what I'm saying? Dishonesty is a way to keep people under this spell that are your quote-unquote supporters or followers or fans, okay? And the hidden hand also lets you know that they ain't not going to let you know what the other hand is doing. They got you all off balance. They got you confused, which is what the devil wants. He wants you confused. He wants to tell you lies. He wants to keep you under that spell of confusion, okay? So let's not get it twisted and think that, you know, King Von wasn't a part of that as well, because he was. At the end of the day, no disrespect. I'm just doing my job as making this content and trying to get the truth out there. I'm not kicking the man when he down. I'm exposing the harsh truths and realities of what people got to go through in this industry just to make a dollar. You feel me? And like I said, why would they make it so important for us to see this black and white chessboard hat that his mans is wearing while he's doing the gesture of holding the gun? Is y'all not putting two and two together? Like, something was finna go down. If you couldn't read the signs, like I always say, read the signs. You can't read the signs. They got homeboy with the black and white chessboard bucket cap on while he doing the hand gesture, and y'all thought this was an appropriate picture to take. Yeah, because a picture is worth 1,000 words. He letting you know, man, it's finna go down right now. It's finna go down after this. It's up. Somebody finna lose their life tonight. That's what type of time he was on. And he letting you know who's behind it. The people that you can't see. That's why you can't see dude's face. The masked people. The people behind the scenes. The people that run the world. The people that created this gematria to create all of these events in coded language, which is the Judeo-Christians and the Hebrews. You feel me? So, of course, they made it a freaking effort to make sure that we've seen that black and white chessboard pattern on these very last few pictures of King Von. You see what I'm saying? And then you see the lightning bolt. You know what I'm saying? That lightning bolt goes back to Lucifer falling from heaven like a bolt of lightning. Okay? You see what I'm saying? That's a reference to Satan. You feel me? And then you see the flames. You know what I'm saying? You see the angel falling. Like, it's right there. That's a representation of Lucifer on that jacket. The angel's at the top. The lightning bolt, because Lucifer fell to earth like a bolt of lightning. And then you see him with the red wings falling to earth, man, with the fire underneath him. You feel me? So it's just like, if you don't know how to read the signs or pay attention to what's going on, or you don't know what these occult signs and symbols is all about, man, please tap in with this channel. If you are new, welcome, man. You know what I'm saying? But this was a sad case, man, and this is exactly why I believe King Von is a part, or was a part, of the dark arts and the occult, and why he sacrificed himself for OTF, man, because he wasn't trying to go back to jail. Now that's going to be doing it for this video, man. Let me know who you want to see down in the comment section below. It's your boy Black Mirrors coming at you with another installment. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. Y'all stay humble, man, and y'all stay hungry. And if this video gets 5 likes, I'll drop another video, man. And I'm out. Bah! You feel me?